What's up traders, welcome back to Brisbane. How's it going on? Australia is actually my 24th country to visit, and I've not always been a trader when I was traveling, but I want to share with you today how you can travel the world and make a living of trading. I've been traveling a lot recently in Asia, part of the world I love the most. You could decide to travel wherever you want, but I know a lot of people have the goal to trade and travel at the same time. They want to be able to be in different countries. And for this video, I'll focus especially on Asia, a continent that I really love. And after my stay in Australia, I'm going straight back to Asia because I love it so much. So we'll go to that, and I have a process I want to share with you, some things you have to consider. Now the first thing first, and it's going to apply to anything in life, is if you want to do something like really well, like further, you got to build the basis first. And that means that for you to be able to learn the basis of trading, it's going to take some time. Like everyone else is going to learn anything. And so you gotta start to learn the basis of trading first, being able to trade properly first, before you even think of traveling and doing something different. For me, this was kind of my end goal and something I took a lot of years to achieve. You could probably do it faster than I did. You could probably be able to travel faster and earlier than I did. Like 3.5 years after I started to trade, you could do it earlier for sure. But just understand that you gotta build the basis first. And if you didn't build the basis yet, go do that and then think about traveling after. The second thing is you gotta see trading as any other source of income or any other business out there that someone could have. And the rule of thumb here is that the guy that's gonna travel the longest is the one with multiple businesses. The person that's gonna travel for 2 months and then be broke is a person that only has like one way to make money, one stream of income. If you have multiple, you increase the chance of being able to do what you love, being able to travel more, experiencing more things, and being more fulfilled in life, I believe. So treat trading as one stream of income you have among many others, and focus on building many as opposed to only one. Focus your time on one at first, but eventually build other businesses, other things that generate you money. And that could be from investment, could be from businesses of course, could be from anything you want, properties, real estate. And that's just gonna be more fulfilling for you, because you don't want to be the person that's gonna run out of money after like 3-4 months because you only trade and you cannot afford to travel anymore and you have to go back home and settle down for some time. That's not cool at all. Okay, so multiple streams of income as opposed to one. Next, step number 3 is you gotta adapt your trading style to traveling. For me, that was not too bad because I already had a good style of trading. But I had to stop day trading when I started to travel. I had to focus only on swing trading because of the time zone, because of the difference, because of the things I had to commit myself to. And I couldn't do both. I couldn't do swing trading and day trading at the same time. So you ideally want to go on a higher time frame, like really high or really low. So like scalping, day trading when you travel. If you try to kind of be in the middle, it's going to be really hard. And I found out that for me, swing trading was the best for my personality and for traveling. But for you, it could be different. So you gotta figure out what works best for you, but make sure you adapt your style to being able to travel and not making your trading an obstacle against traveling. That's for sure. Once you've done that, step number 4 is you wanna define and schedule your top routines. Things that you cannot afford to miss. Things that produce a result for you in trading. So things like, for me, meditation, review my journal, review my trades, review the market daily. Those are things that I cannot afford to miss, and if I miss them, my results are bad. So what I do is I schedule them, I try to make sure I get them done every day, and I define them so that if I miss them, I know like which things I can miss, I can afford to miss when I travel, which things I cannot afford to miss. So if I'm like tight on a deadline or I'm traveling too much, then I can just like forget some things, but there are things I cannot skip. There are things that I need to do to get done to be able to reach my goals in trading. And so you want to define those and schedule those in your calendar or on a notebook, however you prefer. But have them in mind and schedule them, and they're going to be more likely to get done when you travel. And things get messy sometimes, of course, so you want to be able to make sure that you have your top routine always in mind. Step number 5 is obvious, but make sure you have more money coming in than you need to travel. Now, I've done videos in the past on how much money I needed to travel. It's around $2,000–3,000 per month at minimum, and you can travel pretty well, really comfortably. Like more than that is good, you have more. I'm now kind of increasing my spendings over time as I increase my income, but you could be able to do it with less or more depending on what you like. And you gotta be able to make sure that you have more money coming in on a consistent basis as opposed to the money that goes out for you traveling. That's something like pretty basic, but you will be surprised how people forget this. They start to travel and then they forget that they have to pay for stuff, and then they're screwed. So make sure you know how much money comes in for your trading every month. What is the worst case scenario, the best case scenario, what other streams of income you have coming in on a frequent basis, and then figure out how much you can spend and if it's possible to travel with that or not. And you can also select the countries you go to. Some countries are very cheap. Some countries, like here in Australia, are crazy expensive. But you gotta decide if it's worth it for you to visit the country that's expensive. If you don't have enough money to sustain the cost of that country, is it worth it? Maybe not. Maybe you better stay in Asia, which I still love a lot, which is very cheap, as opposed to Australia or Europe at first. And eventually, once you start to increase your income and increase your streams of income, then you can move to other countries, other places that are more expensive to live in, or to stay in, or travel in. And that is a kind of stress-free way to do things, as opposed to being free going everywhere and forgetting you have to pay for stuff at the end of the month. Guess that's something pretty big, but pretty basic. Step number 6 is a shift you have to make in your life. And that is to realize that lifestyle is much better than vacation. A vacation is like something you take once in a year. People that have a job that take this once in a year. But a lifestyle is constant. Now you're going to be able to put away vacation for some time. Focus on building your lifestyle, which means that it's going to be your daily life. Create a daily life you love, and you won't have to take a vacation. If you have a daily life you hate, of course you want a vacation, it's normal. Everyone wants to be able to escape from their life. But if you create the life of your dream, then why would you take a vacation? You don't need it, you have the life you want. And that's what you want to focus on. A good lifestyle is always better than vacation. It's always cheaper than like putting all your money into one vacation, which is not producing results long term. So try to figure out how you can make your life better at this point without just taking a vacation, like by doing things different, by changing your routines, changing your location, being able to do what you love on a daily basis. And that's going to be much better and much more rewarding than just a big vacation. So lifestyle over vacation at all times is a perspective shift you have to make in your life. So that's the 6th step. So guys, I hope this was helpful for you. It's kind of a quick summary of things you gotta do and you gotta work on. I can go more in depth, but I think you don't really need that at this point because most of you are in the beginning or you can already do it for yourself. Comment below what you thought. As always, I want to remind you that everyone can do it. Give a like on that video if you liked it today. Here are a few comments in the past video. I appreciate you guys always for leaving your comments. And with that being said, I'll catch you back here for another video in Brisbane tomorrow. Ciao.